It's your boy Joe Royal.
Back again with another quality.
Hey, listen up. This week is all about energy, and you have to be mentally fit for this episode.
Yeah.
What you're seeing right now beside of me, two of my very good friends. I call them your family, and I extend it to a place where it's my brother and sister. And I want them just to be able to feel free to speak up, because today it's all about them.
Oh there.
I want them to share with me as a single man who has not yet been married.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But looking down that road, I want them as a young couple to answer a few questions that I have for them. Right?
Alright.
Are you ready for it? Well, let us unpack that when we come right back. Now, for all the kings and queens out there, I want you to do one thing. I want you to go and head over to YouTube and Neely and Daniel's YouTube channel. I did a relationship audit with them. I questioned them on some questions that they didn't even thought of, or new work coming at them. And guess what? Second anniversary is coming up. You know, it's a big deal. I want you to come
It's
and
a big deal.
and listen to them. Come on. If you have not done the right thing yet, go over to their channel right now. Hit the subscribe. Hit it.
Blah blah. I'ma reach. I'ma just something nice. And you look nice and thing. I may say, you gonna take a picture with me? He's like, and he kind of shrugged me off, and I'm gonna take a picture with other girls and something. I say, oh dear him.
Hey, start
Hey,
the fire.
you're vexing
Start the- God's will, not mine. Many times we see individuals like these two persons sitting beside me, and especially as married persons, people look and say, oh, life all nice and dandy, phony, and especially if you carry yourself good, you know. But it's not always like that. Now today I have with me Cornelia and Daniel Passley. So these are the Passleys, and you can find them on YouTube at
Neely and Daniel.
Alright people, so I'm giving you just 1 second. Go over to their channel right now and tell them what to do.
Subscribe.
Like, comment, and share as well.
Do the right thing, people. Thank you so much. They appreciate it. Now I'm just gonna go right into it.
Yeah.
Right? Now, two of you as individuals, you know, just let me know, Anila, where did you born and grow?
I was born in Donny Park, that's Kingston, Jamaica. You know, in between Brook Valley and Sherlock. So I think enough people probably think come from
Uptown?
Nah.
Well, because of how you look.
Or how you carry yourself. I don't know, there's maybe a stigma on how you're supposed to look coming from a certain community.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, alright.
Kingston 20.
Kingston 20. Big up Kingston 20. Tiny boy.
Yes, so I was born and raised in Rollington Town, Kingston 2, down the road.
Yes.
And yeah, a lot of persons
You invest it more than me.
they think I come from uptown, and
I mean,
people say I speak is smoky.
That, but in truth and in fact, you know, we always associate high skin, high color.
Yes, it's true. It's true. Colorism, it's
real.
evident. Yeah.
It's real, you know. So it's just the same. I mean, people look at me sometimes and say, "Boy, you know, you're a fashion boy and things." So you look like you come from this, you come from that. But I'm born and grew in the inner city as well, Fletcher's Land, you know, which is just by Kingston say so. They don't have any numbers attached, you know.
And we're proud of where we come from.
Yes,
we are, you know. And so with that, I just want to find out a few things. So both of you came from different backgrounds, you know, but you're both sitting beside each other now as a couple. You know, I want to find out, how did you both meet each other?
Alright, so I used to go to Honor Road, it's the church, right? Which is down the road from you guys' church, which is North Street.
Sister Church.
Sister Church.
Same
So
district.
them usually always do stuff together, and I'm an involved person. Yes, I used to be involved. I always saw Daniel. Actually, I saw him first when I think it was a men's carol that you guys had came at Honor Road, and when they did sing something, I may say jokingly, wasn't even serious. My friend said, I said, oh, me want that one, and actually pointed at Daniel. You know, brownie and thing. I'm gonna say, yeah, me want him. Definitely. And that was it. In the two, as I say, speaky spooky, IP.
Hypey. Danny boy, wait. You thought he was IP?
Yes, because we usually sing on the choir with him. He never yet even know me exist. Like, he tried to make a conversation. I think he was just in his own world.
That's it.
I'm never Indian.
That's
So,
it. Yeah.
whenever they get no attention. So I just moved on.
Mm-hmm.
But then I saw him at NCU. And I approached him in the library. Not romantically, just out of... Because I knew a lot about him. Based on me being observant over the years. And I knew he didn't know I existed. So I said, hi Daniel. And he's like...
Yo, who are you? Like, I found
You don't know me, but I know you. I'm start reading on the Firelight Clinic. You got here, so you got there, so okay, see that sheet. Your friends are this, blah 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 blah.
So you got real police.
No, I was being creepy.
It was creepy. It was very, very
It was intentionally creepy. We just do it for the fun of it, and we just end up work together. God have it that way. But I'm gonna say luck or coincidence. God made it where we end up working at the same workplace. We spend more time together, and then that evolved to us sitting beside each other.
So at first, Danny Boy never really saw you, never existed in
Never really, never see me at all.
Never see her at all. I didn't know she existed.
So at that time, were you single?
At that time, yes.
Oh, you were single, and you were single as well.
At that time, yeah, man. But you know, you move on. So you just you show. You didn't show any interest again. The eyes was other people. Life went on. So it was a case where me simp over him or I was waiting on him. I don't forget about him until I saw him at the library. And we never attracted him at that time either. It was just intentionally.
It wasn't love at first sight, actually.
No,
it
It wasn't like other person may say that it exists love at first sight.
I guess it was not unconditional, subconscious love at first sight. Because I think I maybe prophesied him into my life unconsciously when I say, you know what, that one day mine, the power of your words without you even realizing.
Yes.
And even though I did not actively pursued him over the years, like romantically, I kind of put that into the atmosphere, forgot to work on that and
manifested it. See. So both of you got to know each other after a while, and then what took place? What was the deciding factor why you would have said, alright, would you be my girlfriend?
Well, first of all, I was friend zoned.
Wicked.
Yeah, man, wicked friend zone.
So after she are the one where they show interest, then now you are the one where come now for show interest and I get friend zone.
No, really? Yes. At the time, I find him attractive. It wasn't. Daniel usually wear one big orange sneakers at school. You remember?
Yes,
when we got together, I said, first thing I have to do, I have to dash with the orange sneakers then. I don't want it in the environment. We did friend zone him.
She friend zoned me. And once me get friend zoned, me nah go run behind you. I'm going to say,
which was very new to me.
I'm going to say, well, okay then.
Yeah.
So I'm going to shut off my mind.
And then that triggered me. Because, makes me still run the dog like, what?
I'm not thirsty.
Hello.
Yeah.
So it was accept the friend zone. And I think there were a couple incidents that happened. One, I remember we had a school event. It was a dress up thing.
Oh God.
And I dress up and I say, this Daniel like like this. And by now, this is guy who I tell say, I don't. Because first of all, when him say, I like him, I say, yeah man, I know.
Yeah man. Proper shame, Proper shame.
As him tell you, I am very honest, open. I say, yeah man, I know, but I don't feel the same way. But I'm not playing the games. That's not how I feel.
Bro,
so that's not happening.
I'm
gonna say that like this, blah blah blah. I'm gonna reach. I'm gonna dress up nice, and you look nice and thing. I may say, you gonna take a picture with me? He's like, and he kind of shrug me off and I'm gonna take picture with other girls and some. Me I say, how? dear him.
Start the fire.
Vexing
Start the fire.
But on the other side,
Vexing me go home.
me not paying attention to
I
that.
guess still vex all over.
But over here, me never pay attention to that.
Yeah.
So when she said temperature, I say, like me intend for it, but me get distracted. Because I went to not only one
Oh,
day.
shut up.
I went 2 days. I'm a friend them still.
But me never know that.
Yeah.
Me just see 2 girls on the
Yeah,
arm and
that's
then say so.
And naturally, as human beings,
You get jealous?
if we're interested in a person and we see somebody around them, them just move up too close.
And still at this
Yeah, you get
time,
jealous.
in my head, I'm not interested. And I think after that I went on break, but I stayed back to work.
I went, came
And
back to
then-
Kingston for holiday.
And he never have the internet. He never have he never take my number either. No find out actually they have a
But
bank.
that's the remember them
Oh,
days
yes.
there.
Send
Send
them
them
I
on
remember,
WhatsApp, send them a text.
Yeah.
In fairness, he could have the internet because he's
Yeah,
not only
I
child.
remember
So
too.
them never have no reason to keep it. So
Yeah.
there's no communication for like the whole summer break or
Yeah.
what's it now?
Easter.
Yeah.
Easter break.
Yeah, man.
And then I was at work and I'm coming in the first day back. I'm hearing voice like in the reception area. I'm in the TV studio with a soundproof door. And lo and behold, me hear Daniel's voice. I'm run out.
And then still so my face still like,
Same way. Like
oh, the big excitement.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
think,
some-
yeah, and then after I realized, okay, damn.
There's something there, you can't hide
Yeah.
it anymore.
To be honest, I don't remember. Did I come back to you and say, but kind of feel the same way, or did you just, was it the energy? you
Well,
pick
yeah,
up on?
it's what we pick up afterwards when the night when because after the whole thing happened and then you expressed that please and
Oh, yeah,
you
come
get annoyed.
Mm-hmm.
Me I just friend now.
Yeah.
So then my head me say, so she go on like with that.
Mm-hmm.
She must say like
Yeah, so you pick up from
I said
there,
pick
so-
up me say, no man, I girl now go and say listen, I like you.
That's it.
I'm so like, she like me.
Yeah. So that's when it clicks. So I want to know what was that deciding factor at the time? Why you said, hey, would you be my girlfriend?
When he eat bad fish.
Yes.
He ate bad fish
Yeah.
and got sick at school.
Mhm.
Went back to go nurse and get injection on him back. And I nursed him. Actually, I lived alone. So he lived far, like taxi away from school. I live
2
walking
taxis away from
distance.
school.
2 taxis. I live walking distance.
Mhm.
But I couldn't live at the time because I was working. So I gave him a key and said, go home, go to my house,
Yeah, I said to me,
lie down.
leave it today.
Mm.
Yeah,
feel better. I think if
Coming
people
up a real allergic.
you know
reaction
when
to
man
fish,
sick, them come like baby ma call me, end up leave work, go make him some tea and all of that. So I think that was wasn't it?
Yeah man, when I said
Mhm.
she is a keeper.
Yes.
Yeah man,
Yes.
And then from there, for me, I was saying, because my relationship never passed maybe 8 months.
Mhm.
Let's take it a phase by phase at a time. So I said 6 months to see how it goes.
Yeah.
But I think we dated, but we weren't exclusive. So
Yeah.
we
I kept
dated
it
for
private.
a while, kept it private, but we weren't exclusive to each other. We just let's
Oh.
date, get to know
Yeah,
each other.
That's what it should.
And then after a period of time, based on how that stage went, how we took it very slow.
Yeah.
That after a period of time, we said, okay, maybe we can start dating exclusively now.
Mhm.
And then I think we dated exclusively for a while, and then we officially said, okay, we are together. So it was a lot of steps. So friendship, dating non-exclusively, then dating exclusively, then officially boyfriend and girlfriend, then
I love you from
started to come from.
Stop.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yes.
I thank you for going to that.
Yes.
I was first to commend you both.
Yes.
I was first to commend you both and going through the phases, the stages, which is building a friendship first, and then having the dating period, and then going to the different courting and your engagement, and then you're into marriage, because both of you did your pre-engagement and the premarital counseling, right?
yeah, we did. We ensure that we did it before.
Before engagement, actually, pre-engagement.
I
Yes.
think a year before our engagement.
Yeah.
And the decision was, okay, if things came up in the therapy session, because we did nothing against pastoral counseling. So we decided we wanted a trained certified psychologist with Christian values.
Yes.
So we kind of splurged right there, so because that to us was important.
It was more of an investment.
And then we said, okay, if things came up that we really could not see ourselves accepting or really can't fix, it's better we parted before engagement.
Love that. I know that takes me to the point where I want to find out now. Right, since you have both been married, what's one of the most challenging times you have faced together as a couple?
I would say one of the most challenging times would be during COVID, where there were some financial challenges that we were experiencing, and that really, tested our relationship. And that was during the time that we were getting married as well. So it's not like a case where get married and then roses and stuff. There were financial challenges, and we worked through it. We worked through it, and it really strengthened our relationship. It's really strengthened our faith in God as well. And looking back now and seeing how the Lord has worked in our lives in the last 2 years. Still a lot of ways to go in terms of in that aspect, in that realm. But that was a really testing time from the very get-go.
And I also think that we had most of our really challenging times before marriage. Like as a couple, especially before counseling, when we weren't self-aware enough to identify why things are happening, why the faults in each other were in each other, and how to deal with that. So I think counseling kind of prevented a lot of the major issues happening within the marriage. So kind of learn how to work it out before, because we're not perfect. We had our ways. I communicated quite differently from Daniel. Things usually piss me off, make me really upset, and it's through counseling I realized that maybe it linked back to childhood, it linked back to trauma experiences, and then we knew because we understood where each other was coming from and why it affected us. One, we could make a greater effort not to do the thing that affects the other, and two, we were self-aware enough to say, okay, it's really not a big deal. It seems that way because I have this internal trauma. He's not the problem.
And that's very important to accept and acknowledge, because so many times people are going through some childhood traumas or some continuous traumas that they have not yet gotten over. And so they start to place that on their partner and take it out on the partner. But when you try to find counseling or healing, that's something that shows that you want to get a difference, and that's a start. So it's good when you acknowledge that. It
is.
Especially when you're coming from two different backgrounds, it's really challenging. But when you both try to work together, and you can be able to know that this is the problem that your partner is facing, and you as a person facing it acknowledges that you have this problem, then you can come to a solution.
Even simple things like the fact that I grew up with 4 siblings and he had none. So
sharing,
concept of sharing was totally different. So for me, it was one banana, we break it up. And
for me,
sharing.
Buying you a different banana, you have your whole banana and my own banana.
Because he's used to having the entire thing for himself. I'm used to sharing my space, my stuff, food. It's a different mentality. And when we were able to understand he's like this because of this, I can now give him a little bit of insight on why I believe it should be this way. He can give a little insight on why he believes. Or one person just compromise. So the sharing just compromise because it still take me off when you want to get me a new banana, more piece of your banana. It's a different thing. So in some areas we compromise, in some areas we understand and we let it go. So we choose our battles.
Give and take.
Give and take.
Well, speaking about battles, that's a perfect time to find out what project or goals both of you worked on. Where if you had done it individually, just by yourself, the outcome wouldn't have been as successful as it was.
I can go straight ahead, and I'd say if it wasn't for example, even being married or being together with O'Neill, I don't think me taking myself seriously as a personal brand and branching out and utilizing my skills and potentially monetizing my skills, I don't think I would have done that if I was single. I think I'd still be doubting myself. I think I'd still be comparing myself. I think I'd be still dragging my feet. And so it has been accelerated. It has been more realized because of somebody in your corner and somebody who can say, you can do it, man. And you don't pussyfooting or no hemming and hawing.
That's right.
Get to it. I think it'll be a total different case. Yeah.
And because I'm a different personality type, which is something we can't ignore. My motivation is inward. So to your question, I think that I've still achieved everything I've achieved. However, you can do it alone, but it's better to do it with somebody you love. It's not a case where you couldn't do it for me, because with my drive, I was doing it before. But it's so much more rewarding when you can share your failures and your success with somebody you love, who you have somebody to participate in your wins. It's much better. Even if you could have achieved it alone, it's just 1,000 times better doing it with your soulmate or the love of your life.
Yeah.
Wow. And I mean, I want to find out 3 fun facts. My channel is very used to me asking this question in the beginning of my podcast or of my episodes. But I want to know, together, what are 3 fun facts of you both as a couple?
3 fun facts. When we're cleaning, most times I listen to music. Only I want to break out and dance with me.
That's
she wants to break out and dance with me,
and he's a good dancer. He's shy.
Wow, big up yourself, man, bro.
I realized that this year.
Yeah.
On challenge we did, and I actually realized that.
I mean,
I have some, but I can.
Even on your channel, you have an actual thing. It wasn't really dance, but you did some competition where I said, okay, it looks like we're flexible together. Can do a little thing.
Can do a little thing, yes. So that's one fun fact. To really love karaoke, singing. Even though I'm not the best singer, I sing anyways. The way you love, you don't have to be good at it. You just do it because you love it.
We
love singing together, and actually we love rhyming. We play rhyming.
Yeah, we like rhyming.
Rhyming, singing, make up your own lyrics, kind of some quirky stuff.
Put a twist to things.
I love that.
Yeah. Third fun fact is.
Well, I think it's more quirky. Like sometimes we're driving, some billboards with.
It's true. We did from before we start drive. We usually walk foot. Because he's a voiceover specialist. We like that too. So every time we see ads or billboards or flyers or posters, we actually turn it into an ad with our voices, and it's something that we enjoy together. And going to the supermarket. We love going to the supermarket.
That's something we've been doing from college.
And carried it into
marriage.
Going to the supermarket is actually bonding time, and a lot of conversation happens.
Deep conversation. And you end up spending more money, but that's
in marriage.
We've managed to be on
frugal,
budget. Yes, to be on budget.
Yes.
But before,
You know, we are shop on the music I play, that's that pick up and a chat.
You know, focus on the expenditures and the expenses that you would have later.
But that's something that we've learned to do, budgeting and ensuring that you're balancing, get to achieve.
Being very vulnerable about your finances.
Yes.
And talk about the weaknesses and try to work together.
Yes. Yeah, man. Be aggressive with budgeting, because if you're not, you're gonna find yourself having more liabilities than assets in your life. So I love the fact that both of you, you know, as a young couple, you're both finding ways to have yourself matriculating, just not only as a couple but individually.
Yeah.
Because I heard earlier where, you know, you're doing your thing on your own, you know, and you're doing your own as well. But when you both come together after you're placed in your effort and your work into your individual things that you have a passion for, that's the best thing that you could ever have, you know, and the feeling of fulfillment as a couple and individual is one of the greatest joys they could have. So, you know, you have a couple out there, they're looking at you, you're going through the same, you know, ups and downs, like you both went through. I just want you to state individually, you know, one thing that you want that couple to take with them throughout their relationship when tough times come.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I would say first thing is to, in the tough times, pray with a partner. Involve God in what you're doing, especially in those difficult times, and especially in those very, very conflicting times, especially between each other. Pray and ask Him for guidance, ask Him to work it out for you, because God has been so good to us, and there are times when, let's be honest, although we both come from Christian backgrounds, there are times when we weren't on a spiritual high, you know, or the zeal, you know, but we have that desire to allow God to still work on us.
I would say, in addition to that, which was well said, understand that it comes down to you and him, you and her. Comes down to what you guys have to decide. So you get advice regarding what you're going through from your parents, from your best friend, different loved ones, YouTube, couples like us, we get advice now.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, you have to come to the decision based on the desires and what you want for your relationship. No marriage is the same.
None.
No advice is a blanket advice. You have to take it for what it is, take what you can from it, but then apply that to your own relationship. Don't let the opinions of others determine what you do. It's a case you want to forgive your partner, don't be afraid to say, boy, them are going to take me like this, or people this, or whatever, them not gonna like. Your decisions come down to you and him, you know, and that's something that Daniel and I we tend to practice. It's not that we don't have problems. We don't
discuss it.
put it on a billboard. We work it out between each other. Because when you will forgive your loved ones, your parents may still have them up. And that causes, or your friend, and that causes problem in your relationship. So if you want to talk, go to a counselor.
Somebody neutral, somebody professional, you know?
And work it out.
You see, brilliance is flowing with this couple right here, you know. And that last part that you just mentioned was recently I was talking to a friend about the same exact thing. You and your partner have a conflict. You run to a friend or a family member who what will happen in the end is when you both move down as a couple,
they still have
it up and come back and try to start up some drama.
Remember saying like a dirty boy?
Exactly.
And what that do? Remind you of the even
of that toxic time, you know what I mean, or that time when things were just not going good for both of them. And so I want to just implore you both, you know, to continue to be there for each other. You know, you're both been working at it, even with the turbulent times that you face. but continue to work through your crucibles, no matter what, you know.
Thank you so much for having us on your podcast.
Yes, it's really an honor to be here.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for taking your time out of your busy schedule to be here, you know, to bless the Jovi Royal community and family. So you both are two kings and queens, as you know, royalty is the name over here. So once you are here on this channel, you are a king and a queen. So continue to step out as kings and queens, and I'll see you again next week when we come with another episode. Thanks once again, guys.
Yeah, man.
Hey guys, hey guys, it's Neely and Daniel.
Together,
Sorry, yeah, make you talk. Alright, 3, 2.
Hey guys,
it's Neely
and Daniel,
and we will be on
Jovial.
Actually, I appreciate it. Abbreviate it. That's a Jovial.
So I've dated in the sense of what the typical persons call dating, but I don't think that I've ever dated in the correct way. A woman will sit down and see a gentleman and she look on him and she think through all of the scenarios and whether him check all of the things on the box before she jump. And based on those things, she will decide if this person is somebody worth spending her time with or if she'll go play with the person.